Hello, hello. If you come across this TikTok, then this could be your message. Nothing but the truth, and only the truth may come through. Oh. The Four of Swords. I'm hearing rest assured. Working on your craft, but your craft is... You're working with your guides in the ethers. You're understanding the principle of... Okay, so you're understanding what restoration looks like what it actually pans out to be. What it is that you are being asked to do. I'm hearing dialogue. You're understanding what your guides asked you to do, your higher self asked you to do, God asked you to do, whatever the fuck you want to say, to restore yourself. You're getting, Christ consciousness at the bottom of the deck. This is the magician energy, right? The ability to create from God's self, knowing and remembering that you have all of the tools. That is Christ consciousness here. The Four of Swords. I feel like your guides are helping you to really, get back on your feet here, because he's injured. It's taking a pause. Accepting what is given. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Seven of Vessels here and the Three of Stones. So in all of these pictures, right, there's a lot of people. So you're not alone. You are actually, you're working in unison with everything that is occurring right now. You're very, very watched over. Interesting. I'm hearing City of Dreams. Thank you. Yeah, bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Cups. This is about, what did I say? Restitution, healing, resurrection. Healing what it is that you see, the love that you allow yourself to receive, understanding that you gotta pause, you gotta pace yourself, you gotta allow yourself to be open to receive. The Four of Swords, we got the clarity. Interesting, I said clarity. Okay, it's clarity that's coming in, and that's why you're unclear with the Two of Swords. There's something you were trying to make a decision about that you were just like, way too in your emotions, way too in your head. So they pulled you back, asked you to meditate, to ground yourself, to rest, to allow them to take care of your energy centers, to, balance your chakras and restore. It's just what I'm hearing here. I see with this Two of Swords, you're literally you understand what the bullshit was within yourself, and you're no longer will I perpetuate this. I see the truth now. It's reflected back to you. Okay, part two, like I was saying with the Two of Swords here, the truth is reflected back to you, and you're understanding the beauty as well with these tattoos is what I'm getting here. The beauty in your individuality, which 10:55 right now, but also Aquarius season, which is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So the Great Awakener, as well as feeling a little restricted in nature, feeling like we got to put in the work, put in the effort, and understanding and reflecting back on, that saying that's limitations inspire innovations. That is literally limitations, Saturn, inspire innovations, Uranus. This is Aquarius energy off the fucking bat here. I also see this Two of Swords is actually you held up a signpost for your guides to find you from the ethers, help me, I need your help here. And this is what they've been asked. It's you ask for help, but you don't get to decide how that help is given to you. Okay, you might have been I don't know how to move forward with this logical mindset of I want to move forward, I want to go, and they're saying the help that we are giving you right now is by pushing you down so that you stop running. Okay, let's read this Four of Swords. It says, though one of the meanings of this card can be seen as abandonment, you think that you're being abandoned by your guides and the world, and you're not. You're really not. The seeker here is given time to recover after the blows he has experienced recently. Out of this will come new insights and a greater strength from the reforged blade of the sword. See, they're working on it together here, which is your truth. You're carving out your truth. You're understanding the path within you, what resonates for you, nobody else, you. In the refuge of the forest, smithy comes healing and restoration, such as may also come from an enforced break in the daily pattern of life, literally. On the journey of reassessment of the reasons for seeking the grail may be called for. So temporary respite, sex. Are y'all having sex or something? What's going on here? I love that for you. Okay, self-exile, convalescence, solitude and reassessment. You know, you're learning to respect. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune in my mind and the gears turning. You're understanding, you know, that you don't have to fucking crank it so fast, that it is also worthwhile to just put one tick every day. You know, you don't have to fucking you can just go and then that's enough. You're getting that's enough, because you're respecting what it is that you can energetically even hold here. Two of Swords also with the blue color here. I'm getting throat chakra. Learning to embody your truth. I'm hearing mystified, so no longer like cutting through the illusions, cutting through the bullshit, you know, chop, like doing cutting cord rituals as well for what it is that you need to release, understanding that, you know, we want to push away the winter season so quickly, but we can't. It's pivotal. It's important. Next part. Okay, part 3. What I was saying about the winter season. The winter season is also, you know, how the 4 seasons, depends where you live in the fucking world, okay? You might have a rainy season and a dry season, whatever, but different seasons, okay? And I feel like we all have a preference for these seasons, and that this is kind of mirrored back to us in how we feel emotionally or we feel mentally, and how we have a preference for feeling a certain way or thinking a certain way, right? And it's understanding that, I'm hearing cogs in the machine, that there are like gears and switches and something juicy about every single season within what you experience. And that if you are resisting one, there's medicine in there for you to uncover, should you choose to be present, right? Should you choose to be present? Yeah. I also feel like I've been getting this message so much. I feel like it's because of the Sun and Saturn that are so closely conjunct. The hard work is worth it. The hard work is worth it. Changing your relationship to having to do hard work is key for your success. I'm also getting with the 4 of Swords and the 2 of Swords to put decisions to rest until you feel clear. Until you feel clear. Okay, bottom of the deck being Capricorn. This is Saturn. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Am I okay? Again, it's about speaking the truth, understanding what you're saying. Yeah, resonating. Is this like, you know what I mean? Are you even resonating with your own truth anymore and not being afraid to change it? Not being afraid to change it. Okay, we have, yeah, Gemini coming out here. Especially, yes, fixed, Gemini, and Earth. So what are you, again, what have you implanted for yourself? This is something with fixed. It's like, it's difficult to move, which is that energy of the 2 of Swords of there's a blockage, you know, and blockage isn't always bad. What did I say in the beginning? I said, sometimes the answer to your prayers is for you to be pinned down because there's something you're missing in the environment, whether that's your internal environment or your external environment. Fixed, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. The fact that it's a hand, it feels like it is, you know, okay, hold on. Rejection is redirection. It is a fucking blessing. When I look back, yes, you have free will, but the reason why I always say God's will over my will is because in the past, when I have known inside of my body that something wasn't in alignment with God's will over my life, but my ego wanted it because I wanted to be comfortable, I have had rejections from those that I wanted, rejected me. But that was a blessing because there was better awaiting me in the next journey, in the next turn of the wheel. So don't reject, you know, don't reject your rejection. Choose to see it as a fucking blessing because it truly is. Okay, part 4 here, we have, you know, the fixed, Gemini, and Earth. So Gemini is curiosity, intellect, and networking. Fixed, it's like I actually see this Gemini just as the mountains, just as I have a Gemini Sun Mercury. What's up? But I see this as it's a vision that you had for yourself where you thought you were going to go, but the hand here being like, no, you're not going on this journey right now. We want you to stay grounded. With the Earth here, especially with Capricorn, you know, you have to take your time. Capricorn is the sea goat. Isn't it the sea goat? Or is it the goat? I don't fucking know. It's a goat though. It's not running up the fucking mountain. It's taking one step at a time. Methodical steps. Remember, perfecting your craft. Earth, persistence, patience, and practicality. Literally, it's like The reason why we want you to slow down and nurture yourself right now and nurse yourself back to health with the meditations and the silence and the journaling. You know, Four of Swords is a lot of reassessing with the ether energies, trusting, is because your heart is being awakened right now. It's being awakened right now. And there are flowers that are growing from your heart, but you need to nurture them. You need to water them. You need to speak beautiful, sweet things to your heart, right? I love that. Okay, I was just saying final messages for 2 and 4 of Swords. Look at the fucking purple up in here. Holy. What's this one? Blue. I knew it was about speaking your fucking truth. Obviously, we had Gemini. That was, you know, school, lessons. This is you learning, problem solving, learning to problem solve, learning to understand that, you know, like I said, this feels like a very important part of this whole message. The answer to your prayers is not always going to be what you fucking want it to be, but you're asking for help. So it's not going to be done in the way that you would do it or you would like to do it, okay? Open your mind. Allow yourself to receive this rejuvenation, because it is as above, so below. As the ethers, you know, so you. Heaven and earth, right? But yeah, Violet, spirituality, wisdom, and humility. That's literally like, this is the crown chakra. Crown chakra. Connected, you know, to your path, connected to your path. Amethyst, this is psychic abilities and behavior patterns. I feel like it's seeing the truth. Purple, third eye and clairvoyance. Yeah, it's seeing the truth of what's happening right now. Like, I just see it's recollecting. You're recollecting the energies. You're learning to understand what it is that your truth is, and it has everything to do with your life lesson. Part 5, but like I was saying, it has everything to do with your life lessons, everything to do with what Saturn has taught you throughout your entire life, and you are exactly where you need to be. You know, the energy right now is so beautiful. Maybe wear something purple, or, you know, get yourself that amethyst, or a clear quartz is also what I'm feeling here, to be able to, the truth, you know, to invoke the truth. Do some crown chakra, third eye chakra, and throat chakra meditations, or yoga, you know, just massaging yourself there, nursing yourself back to health, understanding that you get that clarity when you're not, you know, when you're doing a puzzle, you're like you're slow with it. I mean, not everybody maybe, but I personally don't like puzzles because I'm fucking an impatient Gemini ass and I'm bored in 5 minutes. But you're not like, oh my God, hurry, You're like looking everywhere. Like, where does this go? Like, that's kind of where you are right now. So respect it. Respect the suckiness, like that you feel like is sucky, but it's actually not. Because under school lessons, we have prophecy, premonition. You're in alignment. And I'm literally seeing somebody packing their bags and going on a train. Like, you are going and gearing up for this new journey, but you need to figure out the roadmap first, which is within you, okay? Okay, literally, because the 7 of Vessels says success proves to be illusory. We may be full of thoughts and plans, new ideas to help both ourselves and others, but we find these rejected. What did I say? Full of dreams and desires, we find it difficult to achieve anything at this point. We may need to work harder at distinguishing truth from illusion if we are to overcome this. The seeker again applies himself to the quest. Self-deception. There's a reason why it says self-deception, because you are rejecting a truth within you, and only fucking you can figure out what it is that you need to do. Nobody can fucking tell you. That's literally spiritual bypassing of your soul journey. No one can fucking tell you. That is the whole journey in itself. You experiencing everything that you are is the whole journey in and of itself. With the Hierophant here. Taurus coming up here, grounded. What is the knowledge that is being ground on earth? This could be you also, though, hearing fueling yourself with rhetoric of, because the Hierophant can represent, you know, churches, establishments, fueling yourself with rhetoric and establishment and truth that is not yours, that has just been the way that it has been. You know, the Hierophant can represent tradition, something that you are like continuing for the sake of continuation that is not true to your heart and your soul. So it feels like selling yourself short, selling your soul for a picture, a view of what it is that other people have established and said that this is what we do. This is about slavery to illusion, emotional discipline, and lack of discernment. Next part. Part 6. Like, because it's all about what you're getting info from way too much, when you need to plug into yourself and ask yourself, like, what do I really give a fuck about? What is my path? What is my journey? What is God asking me to do? Not what other people are asking me to do, not what they're doing. What is the truth for me inside? Okay, so the confirmation for the 7 of Vessels and the Hierophant, we have the water element at the bottom of the deck with the moon here. So things are kind of illusory. And now that I say this, I was doing my usual daily pull for what it is that I need to know for, you know, I always ask, it's 11:11 right now. I ask, God, show me the energy that you want me to focus on for thy will, not my will. Thank you very much. Every single day. And I pulled the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups for myself today. But afterwards, I want to say, I don't know, like a few hours later, I was looking in my bag and I found the moon card hidden in there, which is about the water element. There's some things that are coming to the surface right now. I'm feeling this inside. And it's like, you don't even, okay, it's like you think that the illusion is gone, but it's not. It's not gone. It's not gone. Like, you're not actually as clear as you think you are. Because I didn't even fucking know this bitch was in my bag. I don't know. But spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. I don't know what that's about. Let me ask. Okay, you know what? The way that I'm seeing this moon card being hidden is actually us, beginning to understand the nature of the divine, God, spirit, because it works in the quantum field. It kind of works in an illusory way, where there's an eclipse here. If you see, there's a sun and a moon. This is karmic fated events. I'm seeing this as doorways, pathways, portals with the 2 stones here. We have the light and the dark with these wolves, dogs, whatever. The crustacean coming up, the shadow, the subconscious. That your subconscious works for you. Okay, needing to unroot yourself from the principle or the belief that anything inside of you is to be feared. Interesting here. Literally, premonition, prophecy at the bottom of the deck. There's some truths coming out. Something is being revealed. The candle just went flickering. Don't reject your path. Next part for this. Okay, part 7. About that moon card here. We're talking about the 7 of Vessels, Hierophant. But what came out for the moon card is dandelion, vitality, empowerment, and perseverance. And I was feeling this actually because I was walking yesterday and there was a dandelion looking flower on the wall, and I was thinking about how all of the little seeds in it, like just one is all it takes for all of those seeds to just go everywhere and sprout and grow new. Reaching for your dreams, go for it. It's like you're setting yourself up for failure. You're half-assing your dreams. You're half-ass applying yourself because you're not trusting this energy. Because the moon is the intuition. It's not just fucking illusion. You know, any card in the tarot can be negative or positive. You know, helpful or difficult. It's not that it's bad or good. It's just easier to deal with or kind of challenging. It depends on the vibe that you get from it, honestly. And I'm getting the vibe from this is actually, I'm hearing ships up. Like it feels like a coming together of lifetimes. For you, me, us. Coming together of lifetimes. Like the crustacean is actually hidden gems and hidden maybe taboo gifts that you have. Things that people around you, especially with the Hierophant, have rejected that you like. That make you you, especially when your truth is controversial to the mainstream conversation. Reaching for your dreams in Dandelion, it's like you will get further than you think. The wind is really supportive here. The wind represents the swords element, the air, speaking. We have house 3 here. This is, again, Gemini, which is about talking. The lungs, you know, having the breath to continue. The birds are significant here as well. You know, that you might think that, okay, well, if I blow the dandelion and the seeds get to a certain distance, then that might not be enough because my dreams are so far. But what if the bird picks up that seed and flies to another country and drops it there? You don't need to know how it's going to work. You just need to trust that it will work. Trust that, like, exactly what you do, exactly what you feel called to do is exactly what you need to be called to do. We have the house 12 here. Spirituality here. Transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And look, there's a fucking bird cage. I'm hearing whispers of dreams. You want to go so far. The birds are taking you. Birds are so significant right now. Next part. Okay, part 8. Like I was saying, the birds are very significant here. Feathers, fresh air, mountain breath, like you were made for whatever quest that you feel like you are on, like whatever thing that you are constantly or continuously, see is the word today, I guess, but the conquest, whatever you are going through right now is exactly what you need to be going through. And it will shift when it needs to shift. We also have Earth here again. Don't rush this process. It's important to stay grounded and to stay steadfast and to stay waiting for the utmost clarity for the decisions that you make. Don't feel rushed by yourself or others. But also with the moon here, we have fire, transmutation, and purification. I feel like the dragons are really strong here, purifying the area around you. We also have the angels, support and guidance. High council, evolution, information, and potential. This is cosmic lineages. Passed over loved ones, comfort, forgiveness, and support. What did I say? Like, you are so not alone in what? This rebirth. This Scorpio South Node energy collectively right now. Shedding skin. Release, integration, and rebirth. And these are the eclipse points until 2023. So don't think that, oh my gosh, I got over this one fear, so it's over. I should be done with this. No, it's going to keep coming back and back and back because that is the energy of the collective consciousness right now, which is the moon represents, you know, the subconscious of the earth, of the collective. We have nettle, boundaries, and caution under the prophecies. I see that as like, don't encage your dreams. Don't, you know, hide them because they're so sacred to you, when what they need is actually the air and the wind to move them. Speak it. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid of hiding what it is that you're passionate about. Speak it. They need the sunlight on them. Interesting. Literally abundance, preparation, and harvest. You're getting it ready. You're getting it ready. Okay, next. Let's go to the next. Okay, we have the 3 of Stones. Again, there's so many people around you right now. You are so fucking supported. And the Emperor. This is howling at the moon. Like, I am the ruler of myself. This is divine masculine energy. I feel empowered to go and do it. But I do that because I feel supported. Whether that's physically or spiritually, doesn't fucking matter. Okay, the 3 of Stones, it says, it is easy to be carried away by a sudden acquisition of knowledge, which can appear as wisdom when it is not. The appearance of this card in a reading can mean that the reader is being led along what appears to be a wise and meaningful path, while in fact they should be considering it more carefully. Part 9, okay? Listen, this whole ass message is about things appearing to be what they are, but they're not. This is, you need to practice your discernment above all else. Critical thinking above all else. I can't speak. It's like what people are saying to you is not entirely the truth, especially when it comes to, you know, establishments, rhetoric. Be wary of what you are, you know, just accepting as truth in your heart. The Hierophant represents, you know, long-term establishments, just tradition, the way that it is. That's just the way it is. Really, is it? You know, be aware of that. This is also like behavior patterns within yourself, within your family lineage that, you know, you excuse your poor behavior because you're like, oh, well, this just is the way it is. It's in my family. Like, so you're disempowering yourself to not think that you can do what you want, like change it. You can. You have the Emperor here. You have the divine masculine energy within you to uphold new foundations, new beliefs, new structures. Empower yourself to, you know, speak the truth when all around you is just fucking bullshit. Truly. Okay. On the journey, it represents trusted knowledge for its own sake. This is extravagance, impetuous action, professionalism, creative insights, and thirst for knowledge. You know, everybody has their own perspective of what one person says, but it doesn't matter what other people are saying. It matters what you hear resonating within yourself. That is what is most important. And that you speak on that and then you move on that. You know, this wolf is speaking from inside, not from other people, not looking at other people, looking from within to be without, to be, you know, extrapolated, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Let's see. Yeah. Literally, I really, need I say more? It says the North Node, destined to have. You are destined to sift through the fucking bullshit, to empower yourself. The reason why there's nobody who's going to come along and give you the answer is because you're not living for someone else. You're living within you. It doesn't matter what other people say. This is why you shouldn't even try to convince people of what you believe. It's your journey. Trust where the dragon is leading you, the head of the dragon, the North Node being... Right? Well, right, what I was saying about the eclipse points. South Node at the bottom, destined to release. You are in your destiny. You need to remind yourself every single day that where you are in the present moment is exactly where you need to be. The more you know, get in your head and allow your mind to convince you that you should be somewhere else, you should be doing this, blah, 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 the more you're just running away from what you need to do in this very moment, which is be present, embodied, aware of what the currents, where the currents are bringing you, right? Truly. We're gonna have to do next part. What's going on here with this? Okay, part 10. The Three of Stones and the Emperor with the North Node here. We have the Lady's Mantle, Mother, Alchemy, and Healing with Silver, Goddess, and Insight. Again, what did I say about different aspects of you, different lifetimes, all coming to fruition now? Helping you to empower yourself to speak the truth when things around you seem kind of sketchy. Like, why are we believing this, you know? Literally, past life's gift and review. I can't make this shit up. What did I just fucking say, bitch? What did I just say? What did I just say? Your fucking gifts. Like your past selves. Like, everything just coming into now. Stop telling yourself that it's a horrible time to be alive. You know what I mean? Whatever, you could be perpetuating the rhetoric that you've heard outside of you. A lot of the times your own thoughts and beliefs aren't even fucking yours. They aren't even yours. Just what? Okay. What's the message here for the Three of Stones with the Emperor? Unicorn, trust, innocence, and honesty. Winter. Reflection, transition, and release. Understanding that you can only get to a space, a level of trust within yourself when you remember your innocence to make decisions for yourself, when you remember your innocence. So when you remember the God aspect self of you, you know what I'm saying? The part of you that is your soul, that is not hurt. Dress rehearsal, alternative course, and choices. Is somebody putting on a show? This is what this is being to me. Somebody might be putting on a show. Empower yourself to speak what it is that you feel within you. You know, don't shy away from the truth just because it's uncomfortable. You will be more uncomfortable if you stay caught and convinced and just, you know, lie to yourself about what you feel, about who you are, about what you want to do. That's going to be more uncomfortable in the long run. I also feel like there might be like a worry of if I speak the truth, then shit is just going to snowball. How people respond and react to you has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you, okay? We view the world through our own perception. Nobody else is responsible for the way that you respond or react to what they have to say, you know what I mean? This is learning to have a better balance between self and other. We all have all of the zodiac signs within all of our charts, every single one of them. Okay, so this is learning that axis of Aries and Libra, learning to balance that, learning to empower yourself, you know, Mars, and that's the Emperor, with the collective. So other, which is Libra. What's the message here? The Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Libra, am I good or am I good? That's all I want to fucking know. The answer is I'm good. Okay, part 11, 1127, right now. The square at the bottom of the deck, a challenging situation amounts into climb. What did I fucking say? There is this Libra. We're learning other. Feels like learning to put things in their respective places. We have the sun and the moon here with Libra on the scales. What is being shown, what is true, what is not what is true, but what is illuminated, what we can see, and, you know, diving into what we not necessarily what we feel, but intuition, you know, with God, with yourself, with your higher self. What is it that's resonating within your being? You know, when you close your eyes, when you can't really explain, but that's what it is. Trusting and balancing the two, and learning how to speak in a way that conveys the truth within you without trampling over people, but also not allowing other people's opposing opinions to negate or make you feel like you can't speak your truth. Six of Swords. This is the last one I'm gonna do. Okay, this is actually beautiful to this. It says, in an attempt to overcome the opposition that has brought them to the lowest ebb, the seeker explores new avenues, walks a different path, attempts to turn away from past failures, and seek restoration in new ways of thinking and fresh approaches to problems. Sometimes this new path may be announced by the appearance of a visitor or help from without, but more often the seeker must look within to discover the answer. In the journey, the seeker finds new resources through exercising patience. You know, that's why the earth element kept coming up again and again and again. It's like you're not going to be able to put your knowledge and your understanding and your acquisition into practice if you're not fucking grounded. The tree grows down and up. Success after defeat, protection, a new journey, and paths becoming clearer. I feel like collectively there's so much going on right now with the Pluto return in the US and, you know, politically, that there is a lot of shadow. There's a lot of illusion being broken. And sometimes, you know, this is why it's divine timing. Sometimes it's not the right timing for you to start something, for you to really put something out there, because collectively so much is happening that has our attention elsewhere. So you need to respect where you are. This doesn't mean don't start your fucking projects. This means, I know, like always you are your high priest, high priestess. You are responsible for channeling and siphoning and filtering all information, no matter what the source is. It could be your fucking microwave for all I give a fuck, through yourself, to see if it actually applies to you. That's what discernment means. Stop, you know, allowing people's words or actions to sway what you believe or what you do. You are responsible. The Emperor says, I speak, and I know that it is my responsibility to speak, to direct. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there might be a next part because I was like, I need to see which dragon is working with us right now. Confidence. The message is fucking chef's kiss, Picasso, for what this is. It says, there's only 10 seconds left. I'm not gonna have time. Next part. Okay, part 12. This is gonna be the last motherfucking part. You can highlight that. The dragon is who is helping us collectively right now, today, you know, in this very moment, with this process, with this journey. Confidence. It says, call upon this dragon when your confidence has taken a knock, or when you feel you are unable to trust your own judgment. He gives you the hope and courage you need to carry on. He encourages you to dig deep and take the next step. He will be beside you all the way, supporting you as you go. He has a beautiful dragon energy you can call upon in times of personal crisis and need. Confidence is an awesome dragon to work with, but be warned, he can also be forthright. He says, you can't sit there wallowing in self-pity. You have a job to do, so get on with it. He continues, you have many talents to draw upon and use. Yes, you have taken a few knocks and bruises along the way, that is life. Your infinite abilities are yet to be explored and uncovered. Your task now is to trust yourself and your inner wisdom and your intuition. Follow your feelings and listen to your inner guidance. That's why, you know, I had the moon falling in my bag. Some of y'all are not fucking digging into your intuitive abilities. Prioritize that and all else will fall into place, because only then can you discern and see through fucking illusion. 11:33 and the fucking candle just started going tee, literally. Follow your feelings and listen to your inner guidance. This might well be scary, and you will be taken care of. Interesting, I've just said that you will be taken care of. It doesn't say that, but you will be taken care of. and you will be taking yourself out of comfort zone. But playing safe doesn't aid your personal or spiritual growth. If you have no idea, I gotta hurry up, what course of action to take, ask for his guidance. But remember, he is not in any way soft or fluffy. He will tell you or show you what you need to know bluntly and put things in your path that you need to understand. Look for the lessons, and from there you will begin to develop exponentially, both spiritually and personally. You will find your way under his compassionate guidance. Part of what confidence teaches us is that we are responsible for our own experiences, however painful or joyous. We need to learn to live, love, forgive, heal, and move on. He's probably one of the toughest dragons I have encountered, yet he is also gentle and caring. Tough love, I think it's called. Although he's straight talking, he does have huge compassion for us human doings. Bear that in mind if you get a telling off from him, dragon style. Exactly. What did I say? You cannot bypass, digging into yourself and siphoning and filtering information through yourself. The Hierophant is great, okay, if you are following truth that resonates within you. What is established, what has been done, what is traditional is not always what is ethical, what is morally right, what feels good for you. Not necessarily feels good, but what resonates within your soul. You cannot sell your soul. It doesn't work like that. I fucking love you.